Deer are hoofed mammals that belong to the family Cervidae and are widely distributed across the world, inhabiting a variety of ecosystems including forests, grasslands, wetlands, mountains, and tundra, and they are highly adaptable, showing remarkable variations in size, coloration, behavior, and diet depending on species and environmental conditions, making them one of the most successful groups of herbivorous mammals on Earth. Deer vary in size from small species like the pudu, which may stand less than 35 centimeters at the shoulder and weigh less than 10 kilograms, to large species like moose, which can exceed 2 meters at the shoulder and weigh up to 700 kilograms, and in between, many species such as roe deer, white-tailed deer, red deer, elk, and sika deer demonstrate intermediate sizes and body proportions suitable for their habitats. The coloration of deer is diverse and often seasonal, with coats ranging from light brown, reddish-brown, gray, almost black, or white, and in some species, such as the Arctic and reindeer, the coat changes between summer and winter to provide camouflage and thermal insulation, allowing deer to survive in cold, snowy environments or blend into dense forests and grasslands. Deer are herbivorous, feeding primarily on a variety of plant materials such as leaves, twigs, shoots, grasses, fruits, berries, nuts, bark, and other vegetation, and their digestive system is specialized for breaking down tough plant fibers through a ruminant process, allowing them to extract maximum nutrients from low-calorie foods, while some species adapt their diet seasonally, consuming more woody material in winter when fresh vegetation is scarce. Deer possess long, slender, and powerful legs that allow them to run, jump, and navigate complex terrains efficiently, with some species capable of reaching speeds of 30 to 60 kilometers per hour, and jumping distances of up to 3 meters, which aids in evading predators and moving quickly across open or rugged landscapes, while their agility also enables them to escape from ambushes and negotiate steep slopes, dense undergrowth, and rivers or streams. Deer are alert and possess keen senses, including acute hearing, excellent night vision, and a strong sense of smell, which help them detect predators, locate food, communicate with other deer, and navigate their environment, and these sensory adaptations are crucial for survival, especially in areas with high predator density or human activity. Social behavior in deer varies by species, with some being solitary, while others live in small family groups or large herds, and group living provides several advantages including enhanced predator detection, collective defense, social learning, and coordinated movements during migrations or seasonal food searches, although males and females may segregate outside the breeding season depending on environmental and social factors. Male deer, called bucks, often develop antlers, which are bony structures grown and shed annually, primarily used during the breeding season for display, dominance, and competition with other males, and the size, shape, and complexity of antlers are influenced by age, nutrition, genetics, and health, with older or well-nourished bucks often having larger and more elaborate antlers, which increase mating success. Antlers are initially covered in a soft, vascular tissue called velvet, which provides nutrients and oxygen for growth, and once fully developed, the velvet dries and is shed, leaving the hardened antlers, which are used in sparring contests, establishing social hierarchy, and attracting females. Female deer, called does, typically do not grow antlers, except in a few species such as reindeer where both sexes have them, and they play a central role in reproduction, gestation, nurturing, and teaching fawns essential survival behaviors. The breeding season in deer, often called the rut, usually occurs in autumn or early winter depending on geographic location, and during this time, males compete for access to females, using antlers, vocalizations, and displays of strength to establish dominance and secure mating opportunities, while females select mates based on physical fitness, antler size, and overall health, ensuring strong offspring. Gestation in deer varies among species but generally lasts between 6 and 8 months, and females give birth to 1 or 2 fawns, though some species may have more, and fawns are born with distinctive spots that provide camouflage against predators, remaining hidden in dense vegetation during the first weeks of life while the mother forages for food. Fawns grow rapidly, begin grazing at a few weeks of age, and gradually develop the strength, coordination, and awareness needed to follow the herd and evade predators, with young deer learning essential skills through observation of adults, play, and practice, which helps them survive in complex and potentially dangerous environments. Deer are subject to predation by a variety of carnivores depending on region, including wolves, bears, mountain lions, tigers, and humans, and their survival strategies include vigilance, camouflage, flight, herd coordination, and in some cases, defensive behaviors such as kicking, charging, or using antlers to deter attackers, while their reproductive strategies ensure population resilience despite predation pressures. Seasonal behavior in deer includes changes in diet, social structure, and movement patterns, with some species migrating long distances to access food, suitable breeding grounds, or safe wintering areas, and migration often involves navigating natural obstacles, human-made structures, and environmental hazards while relying on memory, landscape knowledge, and social cohesion within herds. Deer have a significant ecological impact as herbivores and prey species, affecting plant community composition, seed dispersal, forest regeneration, and predator-prey dynamics, and they serve as a food source for many carnivores, scavengers, and omnivores, linking multiple trophic levels and contributing to ecosystem health and biodiversity. Human activities, including hunting, deforestation, urban expansion, agriculture, and road construction, have historically affected deer populations, causing declines in some areas, local extinctions, and fragmentation of habitats, although conservation programs, wildlife management, protected areas, and regulated hunting have helped stabilize populations and maintain ecological balance in many regions. Deer are culturally significant, appearing in folklore, mythology, literature, art, and symbolism worldwide, representing traits such as grace, speed, gentleness, vigilance, and connection to nature, and their presence has influenced human culture, spiritual beliefs, and ecological awareness for centuries. Despite their adaptability, deer face ongoing challenges from habitat loss, climate change, predation pressure, disease, competition with livestock, and human-wildlife conflict, and their continued survival depends on sustainable management, habitat protection, conservation efforts, and responsible coexistence with humans. Deer are long-lived animals for wild herbivores, with lifespans typically ranging from 10 to 20 years depending on species, environmental conditions, and predation pressures, while individuals in protected areas or captivity may live longer due to reduced risks and constant food supply, illustrating the importance of habitat quality and protection for population longevity. Deer demonstrate remarkable adaptability in diet, behavior, and social organization, allowing them to survive in diverse and changing environments, and their flexibility contributes to their evolutionary success, enabling populations to persist in areas ranging from dense forests to open plains, alpine regions, and semi-arid landscapes. Deer play an essential role in seed dispersal, nutrient cycling, and vegetation management, and their grazing habits can influence forest regeneration, plant community diversity, and the distribution of other wildlife species, highlighting their ecological importance as both consumers and influencers within ecosystems. Social interactions among deer, including maternal care, sibling play, dominance displays, mating rituals, and herd cohesion, are vital for learning, survival, reproduction, and protection from predators, and these behaviors vary among species, habitats, and seasons, demonstrating the complexity and intelligence of these herbivorous mammals. Overall, deer are a diverse, adaptable, ecologically important, and culturally significant group of mammals whose survival and well-being reflect the health of ecosystems, the balance of predator-prey relationships, and human stewardship of natural environments, emphasizing the need for ongoing conservation, habitat preservation, and sustainable coexistence to ensure that deer populations continue to thrive across their natural range while maintaining the ecological and cultural roles they have played for millennia.